Obina, who I worked with on this project, is in England and is trying to join. And he did some impressive work to bring this to life. So without further ado, um, let's get started. My name is Toby Williams. Today I'm going to be presenting about patterns from analyzing Afrobeats music videos, right? Sometime last year, I think it was on Twitter, there were talks about whether some artists were using streaming farms, right? There was a bit of banter, as to like how many views a video is going to get on the first day. Like, oh, Davido dropped this, can he's already like 2 million views, hey. And as a very curious data guy, right, I thought, maybe we can try to maybe we can try to unravel this with some objective data analysis, right? And so we set out, right? I think October, around the same time last year, I started gathering data. Again, we're going to get into that. My name is Toby Williams. I'm a data and product manager. I'm also the founder of Resagratia, Tableau ambassador. And I like to think that I'm an innate data modeler, right? Like an information architect. Yeah. I also love like painting. Next. So meet Obina Hernacho, data consultant, founder of Wisabi, artist, singer, and he loves listening to tech podcasts. And he's just an all-round great guy, if you've ever met Obina. Yeah. So today, we're going to be going through our build, right? Like the introduction of what we're working on or what we worked on. It's still ongoing, right? Isn't it? We'll talk about the origins and evolution of Afrobeats briefly. And then we'll go over our build, right? How we sourced our data and how we actually delivered this. And some very exciting, I would say, like patterns that we unraveled on Earth through the data. And before we run out, I hope you get to try like a very cool prediction tool that we built, right? And that's pretty much going to be the presentation. So, icebreaker, right? Icebreaker. Icebreaker. So, like, how many of you are like data professionals here? You've done some data analysis, you've interpreted some charts before. Can I see your hand up? I want to know if I'm talking to like a data savvy crowd or if I need to take it like really, really slowly. Show of hands. Okay, very rough. Let me just say like 40-50% of you. Can you identify these music videos, right? Just by their color of the trend line. It's very simple. The why is the videos got on the first day, and this is day 30, right? So every single day, that's the view count that the videos got. So can anybody identify this? I'm just gonna stop for like 3 minutes, take a look at it. If you want some money for getting it right, sure. You know? So spend some time. You just tell me, oh, blue is this, yellow is this, light blue is this, orange is this, right? Can anybody and when you're very certain that you have like you can identify this, just like raise your hand and we'll take like 3 people. Okay, we have one, you're number one. Two. Can we take someone else from this side? Three. Any no lady. Who? Four. Okay. One, two, three, four.
So, based on hype and social media popularity, I think the first one that has a lot of the sharpest first day view out Davido unavailable. Yes. Then the second, sorry, I'm not saying. Then the second one is Rema Cham. Yeah.
Light blue, right?
Okay.
Anyhow you want to do it. Just tell me.
Okay. So the dark blue, Davido unavailable. The light blue, I will go for um, Omale Reason. Then the what's that? Orange, the orange color. The orange color, I will go for Rema Cham. Yeah, I'm sure about that. Then the fourth one, okay. Then the fourth one, I will go for that's
Yeah, brown.
okay. The brown. Let me see the brown. The brown. I'll go for Ayasta Stability.
Um. Yes. He went for Davido. You went for Davido. Uh huh. Then Omale, Charm, the orange. Okay, thank you. Next person. I think it was here, yeah.
No, actually, I'm following the legend. So the highest is Davido, unavailable, followed by Thames, Me and You, and then the third one is the orange one. That's Rema, Charm, and then the next one, the next one is the blue one, which is Omale Reason. And then the next one um is the color looks so close. Is the Bonner Boy common person is the last one is the fifth one, and the last one is Ashake Yoga. He is the last one. And then there's one that does not have a view on the first day. That doesn't have a view on that first day. The one.
Oh, yeah, we didn't get data on the first day. Okay, I'll go here. Yes, just like that. Just do first four.
Okay. So this is one, two, three, and four. So Davido, obviously. Bonner Boy is this guy. Now, these two, I'm giving Omale a reason. This one that went down, but Yoga went down and came up a bit. So that's it. So that's Davido, Bonner Boy. There's Rema. Oh. There's Rema. Oh. Rema has fans. Oh. so, 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 I'll just give Davido. I'm sure of these two, Davido and Bonner. Yeah, because okay, because this guy Ashake was on a rule. I'll give Ashake this, and I'll give Ali this.
Davido, Bona, Ashake,
Davido, Bonner Boy, Ashake,
Ashake,
and this one is
Omale. Okay. Last one, last person. You're the last, right? They've said it, right? Okay. Last person. And then we move.
I'll say the first one is charm. Yes. Can I come out? Yeah, charm. Okay, I'll say charm 2.5 on first day. Then the other I'll take common person Yes, and the next one I'll say that's the orange, right?
Yeah.
Ah, I'll say Omale.
Omale.
Yeah, Omale. And the next one I'll say Ayasta.
Ira Star.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Then
No, it's fine. First four.
just
Yeah. All of us will be here. Wow. Today, you're going to confront your own biases. I think that's what I said on Twitter. Um, carry on. So, moment of truth. And next slide, please. You were not, you didn't expect it. It shocked you. It shocked me too. All right, next. Origins and evolution of Afrobeats. I'm not going to talk about that. I'll talk about it later, right? And we can't get Obina, right? Obina, I'm so sorry. I will try the feeling for you. Yeah, but Afrobeats, it's African pop. It's beats that traces its roots all the way back to Fela Kuti, and I think it's been a blend of jazz, funk, high life, and Yoruba music with its political messages. But it's been appropriated, and there's a whole lot more than Afrobeats now. Afrofusion from Burna Boy, like and so many other genres. Next, please. And just briefly on the evolution, early 2000s, you guys remember like P Square and Plantation Boys. At the time, it was just like CDs, right? Like people weren't even like thinking about like data analytics or music data or stuff like that at that time. And I don't think there was that much hype about, hey, let me release this music video and see how many views it's gonna get or stuff like that. In 2010s, it started becoming a whole lot more competitive, more, would I say, like commercial and industry focused, right? So we have like likes of The Band, P Square, Don Jazzy, of course, collaborating with international stars. And in 2020s, everything just like it's the best time to listen to Afrobeats music right now. Like, some of the new cats in town, and guys like Fireboy, Ashake, right? Anyway, it's I think it's an awesome genre that requires a lot of attention, and I think like data analysis of Afrobeats music data is actually very, very essential. Um, I'm going to skip this for time, right? And jump into like how we sourced our data. I'm sure some of you are thinking like, how did we do this? How did we build this? Um, can you go back one sec? So just like a disclaimer, right? It's part of like all the information you hear today is part of Resagratia's research, and it's solely aimed at identifying trends in Afrobeats music videos. You might not see some of your favorite artists or songs here. We're still building our library, right? And it's going to keep increasing over time. And there are some artists whose videos we didn't capture on the first day, right? I think you highlighted that there was one that didn't start on day one. Yeah, like some of those, just giving you some of the limitations of the data, right? But jump into how we source that data, right? The data source is, since it's music videos, obviously like YouTube, right? So we connected to like YouTube API, got data, Spotify API, and then we spent a lot of time engineering the data, designing like the model for collecting the data continuously, and you know data architecture is pretty much on Google Cloud Platform with resources like data foam being employed to create a really, really good data engineering workflow, right? And of course, the data science aspects, the predictions, and all of that, the cleaning of the data, the matching of YouTube music videos with Spotify, audio data, all of that, the data science, Obina worked heavily on that. We built the first app, the first version on Streamlit, right? If you're familiar with it, but as you come to find out, we've also like created an MVP, an app that you're all going to try before we close today. And special mention, right? Because as we're building this, every single time we're always like visualizing and testing. So Google Sheets and of course Tableau have been very, very helpful to help us like visualizing and understanding what we're doing, right? So let's take a look at some patterns. We already saw one before that surprised you, right? A whole lot. So, for instance, this is based on objective data, the data that we gathered, we're able to tell music videos with the highest views in the first 24 hours. And drum rolls, you can see your 2.5 million Ashake. So show me another music video that in the first 24 hours got 2.5 million. And this is the only place you see this data. I don't think anybody else has this data, right? All the way down to Fireboy. There's notable mention, right? Is Ashake in the top five. This is Ashake, Ashake, Ashake. Ashake, Ashake. Okay, Ashake doesn't do less than 600K or 700K on the first 24 hours, right? Yeah, but what does it mean to have such high views on the first day? Like, if I ask you now, like, do you think it would have an effect on the number of views that video would get in 7 days' time, or in 30 days' time, or in 5 months' time?
Attention please. So we have 5 minutes to the end of the current breakout sessions. So we kindly ask that our facilitators begin to wrap up.
I think generally in the music space, it's a function of PR, hype, the energy of the artist, how long they've been talking, just PR generally. Yes.
That's a nice point. What's your name? God bless. Great one. There's a lot of PR, there's a lot of hype. So
I don't think total views can be a direct function of first day views because of events also happening. For example, a video can win an award and that hype it generates can contribute back to the stuff. Artists also die sometimes, and when they die, they trend. So there are several other factors like that. Sorry for that example, but there are several factors like that would influence, the total.
yeah, you guys have said it totally. Like, it's very, very difficult to actually like say, oh, like first day views will actually influence what like your long-term lifetime views. Let's call it that. So next. So what we see is that there's like an there's like a decay curve, right? It's like usually an exponential decay, right? It goes like zrrr, right? That's what we usually see. And sometimes the views that you get on the first day, it's not like it's not directly related to the views that you get in 7 days time. I mean, look at Burna Boy's Common Person here. On the first day, he got 1.1 million. 7 days after, it's right there as like the highest views in the first 7 days. Whilst this Ashake's yoga that you saw at 2.5 million, 7 days after is right there at 4.7 million. It's really crazy. Thames is still like a new video, right? And it's doing really, really well. The Me and You video. If you've seen it, I think it was like top notch. So that's the insight from there. Please let's move on because we don't have time. I'm gonna jump. But then, can we really identify really good music videos? I know we've jumped, right? To say, hey, this video fundamentally it's good, right? Because people are still listening to it. So look at this guy here. Omale Soso. After take my after 40 something weeks, he's still there. He's like he's right there. Right? Like people are still listening and watching this video. Like the views that it got on the first day, honestly, like didn't have anything to do with how many views that it's getting like months after, weeks after, like even to today, as you're going to see, right? Can we check the next one? Davido's unavailable, right? It's still going, right? In the first week it got like, really, really high views. So this is no longer days, right? This is lifetime weeks, right? So after like 20 something weeks of its release, it's not like its decay function is much healthier than some of the other ones that have died here, right? Which you're going to see now. Next. Are you getting what I'm saying, right? When it comes to like our methodology for identifying like a really good music video, I'm not saying these music videos, right, that have like poor decay is like they are worse off. I'm just saying in terms of their performance, in terms of like their objective viewing, right, or views, right, by global users all over the world, there are some music videos that seem fundamentally better. So even if you might have pushed your video, you've hyped it, you've done everything, you've gotten thousands of people in Thailand to stream it, unless you have like unlimited money, then you'll be able to sustain it. Otherwise, it's gonna decay, right? And this is what we see. The last thing is the prediction tool, right? And I wish Obina was able to like talk to you about this. But like a couple of months ago, we dropped this, like we predicted this. We said, hey, like Burna Boy's last music video is going to hit 200 million views, right? In June, right? June 2nd. However, Ira Star's Rush will surpass the 200 million views in just a month after. Like, look at what happened to this thing. So this is where is it? 200 million Burna Boy's last in June, right? Right on the mark. We got that. And a month after, Ira Star crossed the 200 million views as well, right? However, she also surpassed like Burna Boy's views at this point in August. And you can see like Ira Star's Rush still going. And I would like you guys to try this prediction tool to see what we've built, right? So if you go to the next app, if you can go to this app, this site, afrostats.versal.app, you can actually see this objective data on Afrobeats music video viewing patterns. You can see the list of trending in the last 30 days, music videos are trending in the last 30 days, music videos that are trending all time.
Now, believe that the breakout rooms are done. It's time for lunch break. So we request that, please, we have booths, sponsorship booths at the back of the auditorium. So please make sure to visit our sponsors, hear from them, get to meet them. And secondly, for those of us who are
So the app looks like this, right? You can see the views. Music videos are trending in the last 30 days that were just recently released. And this is an objective list. This is not like YouTube saying, oh, this is list of trending music videos. This is us actually saying, looking at the data, these are the actual trending music videos, right? No buying some, no influencer effects, nothing, right? These are the objective lists of trending videos, right? Like we know this. And you can play the videos, right? And you can see like music videos are trending all time, right? So something like Last Last is still there, right, at number 4. But this guy is here, City Boys, Lonely at the Top is here. But I think like what you're more interested in all the way down here is to try the prediction tool. So you can choose a music video. You can say, select the song, select a date, and it's going to tell you, oh, hey, by 16th of October, Adekunle Gold's Ogaranya will hit 13.4 million views. We can try it, right? One song. Can someone select a song and then we try it? Anyone? Any song? Lonely at the Top. Okay, so Lonely at the Top. Lonely at the Top currently has 16.8 million views, right? So it's trending, right? Maybe you want to know how many views it would get by the end of the month, right? Let's check it out.
so break from now till 1:30. So we have 10 more minutes. Right? So please go to the sponsorship board, meet with someone, network. If you're not registered, go to the registration area and do so. At exactly 1:30,
Let's see.
next set of breakout.
So it's predicting that Shake will have 21 million views by the end of this month. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Question, yeah?
Yeah, so I think it's an amazing application. So first question, what are the parameters for these predictions? You understand? The parameters used for these predictions, because I'm looking at an artist that might have like a sudden, something happened to him suddenly. You understand? Maybe there's a social media uptick about him. Maybe like Mubad died and everything. There are a lot of parameters we cannot actually calculate. So how did you cover those distinct bases? Then also streaming services like music streaming services. I know that you did not cover that. You covered mostly with the video part of it. So I'm looking at because I think right now the whole emphasis is also on the streaming music streaming part with the likes of streaming farms and everything. So make sure that you curtail those. So how will you cover that aspect for the mobile music streaming services for the audio streaming?
Yeah, thank you very much. We employed time series analysis, right, for the prediction, and it doesn't take in as many parameters. It uses video views based on the most recent views to predict. If an artist dies and you put like all your hope in that prediction, it's gonna flop, right? It's like trying to predict like stock market prices, and Donald Trump comes out and says something about a company. There's nothing you can do about it. Your prediction is going to go way off. So it's the same thing, right? And to your second question on music listens, right? The streams. So we have an additional aspect of it, like charts, right? Which we're going to cover. We haven't started building that out, but you you'll be able to see like Spotify or Tidal streams that will corroborate some of this music video streams, right? That we have. But yeah, no audio for now, just video. Okay, we have one more question.
Okay. My question is around ingesting new data. So, for example, what if me now, today, I say I want to do music, I set up my YouTube channel, and I post my first music video? How would your system ingest my data and incorporate it into your dashboards and your results?
Okay, so at the moment, the only manual components that we have in this system is we have to be interested in you as an artist before we start collecting your data. No. I mentioned that disclaimer earlier. Yeah. So like maybe 3-4 days ago I realized, oh, we were not collecting Pheno's data. And I saw the music video and I quickly added Pheno to the list, right? So you should be able to see this new video came out like a couple of days ago. Like we didn't have Pheno in our database before, but then I saw it, I'm like, oh, like key in Pheno, and then we started collecting his data. Him first and then
Okay, that was a wonderful project anyway. So my question is kind of linked to his question, and it's about when measuring videos. Sometimes you get to see a video that is not posted on the artist's official YouTube site that also has a lot of views. How do you make up for that one, so you are not interested in that one? Because it's also like adds to the popularity in a way of the music.
so we collected videos on lyric videos, but then we thought that's just going to be like too many videos, right? I mean, we have like 147K rows at the moment, and it's like, oh, if you had all the artists, maybe we'd be in millions of rows, right? And it's just a small project that is already. So, um, 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 if an artist is featured, unfortunately, right now we don't capture that, right? So King Madi and Benson, we don't have that, and that's like a really good video, right? We are pretty much at the moment concerned about like originals by those artists, whether on Vivo or on YouTube, and it's just cost constraints for architecture at the moment. That's why. Okay, so we have to go back. Yeah.
I guess you already kind of answered the question I had, because I was going to ask, why are you just collecting by their names? Why not go for the Afrobeats tag on the YouTube channel instead? Exactly. I said you already kind of answered it.
Target and we start collecting their data. That would be crazy. Yeah. Thank you very much.